Hi, Res Pres. Today, Chad and I will be sharing our resurrection story about our time in Madison. Something about Chad and I and what's unique in our 5 years of marriage has been that we have been in a lot of cities just for a temporary season. So we've moved around a lot, and that has its pros and its cons. But one thing that I've always been grateful for is because we are believers, we always get plugged into a community. And I think it's such a cool way that the Lord has really provided for Christians to always have the body of Christ around them. And it's something that I've definitely realized more in Madison than anywhere else, because we've come from the South, that non-believers just don't have this. And there's something so profound and so beautiful about walking into a new city, not knowing anyone, but walking into a church and like truly finding community and family and people who just fundamentally agree and like know what you're going through, just because we are believers and we share that as a foundation. And it's been so helpful for us and so encouraging for us to be a part of Res Pres. And truly, I would say like one of the most hospitable churches we've been in. Shout out Kavanaugh's. So we've just really enjoyed our time here. And although it hasn't been the easiest season for us, I think God has still provided. And I think one of the main ways he's provided has been through Res Pres.
Yeah. So just about our resurrection story here in regards to how God has resurrected our time here is really about allowing God to work through imperfect situations. Throughout our time here, I was in business school and Danielle was working full time, and there were multiple occasions where things didn't go as we thought or dreamed that they would go before coming here. Really, we've seen God work through the imperfect in a way that I think is really important for us as people. Even in the midst of this terrible pandemic, we see that God is working even in the midst of an imperfect world. He's bringing things and making them new, restoring relationships, restoring our communication with our loved ones. It's just really doing a cool work, and that's what we've seen here and through this community. And something that Res Pres embodies is allowing God to work through our imperfections. And we love you guys. We're leaving, and we'll miss this community for sure. But can't wait to see you again in the future.
Thank you.